Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is my jungle. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you for still being here. So today, it's the end of August. So obviously I had to show you my favorites for the month of August. And I say it every month. It's getting harder and harder to choose just a few plants that I love. It's very, very hard for this video to not just be every single Anthurium that has pushed out a new leaf in the last few weeks. So I try to give you guys a good variety, and I try to really be very honest with myself about which plants I've been excited about, which plants have really got me staring at them recently. So that is what this list is. And the first one on the list honestly shouldn't be shocking or surprising in any way. I had to go back and make sure that I hadn't put this one on a list recently because I show it to you guys and I talk about it all the time, but I would be absolutely lying, like 100% lying to you if I didn't put this on my list of favorites, because it's pretty much just like my favorite plant, period. And that plant is my Anthurium papillium Woo 6 crossed with Ace of Spades dark form. It's no secret that I'm obsessed with this plant. I talk about it constantly. I post it constantly. Of all the Anthurium that I currently have in my collection, this one just tops all of them for me. I have got a handful of absolutely stunning Anthurium that are throwing out new leaves, but I would, like I said, be totally lying if I didn't put this on the list, because I stare at this plant, I stare at this leaf. If you guys missed my Anthurium care video, I really want to stress to you with this plant the importance and the benefit of up-potting your Anthurium. When I bought this, it was in the tiniest little shallow, like 4-inch pot. I up-potted her and her leaf went from this size, it was this one, then this one, to as soon as I up-potted her, boom, this one. And look at the roots that have already just like taken over this pot. She's gonna need to be up potted again probably before the season is over. Oh my gosh, the tag, I can't get the tag out. A root grew through the hole. Oh my gosh, I literally had to just break off that little piece of root to get the tag out. That is so funny. So Anthurium Pap Woo 6 crossed with Ace of Spades dark form. This one is obviously from Woohoo Tropicals, and I'm obsessed. The roots have gone crazy in this plant. So 10 out of 10 recommend upsizing, up pot your Anthurium if the leaves are not getting any larger. Every single leaf should be bigger than the last. If they are not getting significantly larger, then it's time to up pot your plant. So yeah, that is number one on my list of favorites for the month of August. But honestly, like, you can just consider this my favorite, like, period. I have many that are similar, but none of them really top this one. So that's why she's number one on my list today. Okay, so number two on my list was unexpected. I'm not gonna lie. This one sits on a shelf kind of like behind other plants, and I don't see it that much. Not gonna lie to you, but it is one of my favorite Hoya. It's always been one of my favorite Hoya, but this one in particular has been throwing out blooms for me left and right. So I really wanted to show you her today. I had her out. I was giving her a little shower because, you know, mealybugs love a juicy bloom. So they were all over it. But it is my Hoya chicken farm. She definitely needs like a repot and a better trellis. She's very floppy in this pot. But look at her. She's just beautiful. Like, this is the ultimate like splashy crusty Hoya. I just got hit in the face with it. I absolutely love it, but the thing I love the most about it is definitely the blooms, if I can get one to show you. They're definitely like on their way out, so they're not really in their prime anymore. But she gave me 2 blooms. And they do look really similar to like Calistophylla finlaysonii blooms. So Hoya Chicken Farm is an unknown hybrid, but it is speculated that it is probably a finlaysonii hybrid. And honestly, when you look at the blooms, it seems pretty obvious that that is the case. So absolutely love this Hoya. The leaves get really big on her. She is definitely like in need of a revamp though. So we can definitely do that together. I need to maybe propagate her a little bit and just, she needs a better, I have better trellises than this. I've just kind of been avoiding it. So yeah, Hoya Chicken Farm, finlaysonii Chicken Farm. Yeah, so I guess that's how we're labeling it now, because it's named Chicken Farm because this was discovered on a chicken farm. But I think that once it's bloomed, we've been able to determine that it is most likely a finlaysonii hybrid. It definitely gives the vibe of one, and I just really love it. And I had to put a Hoya on the list. I try really hard to like I said, not have it be all new plants, all Anthurium, because that is just kind of what I'm excited about right now. But I will never not be excited about Hoya blooms. I love them. They're amazing, and I will never ever not love Hoya, even though I have downsized my collection quite a bit, and I continue to. It's really just mostly because I want to put more effort into growing the ones that I truly, truly love. I went through a phase where I just kind of like was buying a lot of Hoya left and right. And I don't necessarily love all of them or feel the need to want to grow them all out large. A lot of the ones that I was hanging on to that were more rare are not as rare or expensive anymore. So I'm kind of just wanting to get like larger plants and mother plants and big hanging baskets. So I'm not really as interested in buying like the smaller ones unless, you know, it's a less common type that I'm really looking for. But Hoya Chicken Farm is number 2 on my list today because I just absolutely love these splashy leaves. She's blooming for me, and she's doing really great, and I'm not mad about it. Okay, so number 3 on my list of favorites for the month of August. Do you guys see my little rattlesnake plushie too that David bought me? Isn't it so cute? And it rattles. Okay, anyway, number 3 on my list is related to Hoya. They're like cousins, but I am a really big fan of dischidia as well. I enjoy collecting them. I have quite a few. I think I've done a dischidia collection video a long time ago. I have pretty much all the same ones that I had then, and I am doing a Ripsalis collection video for you guys. I'm just actually waiting for one to come in the mail that I ordered so I can include it in the video. But number 3 on my list today is one that hangs out in my window here in the plant room, and I just catch myself staring at it all the time. This is my watermelon dischidia ovata, and I love her. I think she's so stinking cute. I've had her for quite some time now, and she has grown like crazy. She's got so much new growth going on up here as well. The blooms are really weird on these. They're kind of similar to Hoya blooms. Like, you can definitely tell they're related. They're really, really strange plants, and I just love it. I love the sun stress. This is why it's called watermelon, because it can sun stress pretty like reddish, and with the lines on it, it gives like watermelon vibes. And I just really love her, and I didn't want this list to be just like all expensive, rare stuff. I think it's really important to only collect and grow what you actually really like, and not to be concerned with like what's trendy or what's cool. The next plant that I'm going to show you guys is like the most common plant, period. But I don't care. I love it, and it looks great. So Dischidia ovata is number 3 on my list today. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have this one. If not, I definitely recommend it. She's been really easygoing, easy growing, and if you like a trailing plant, you're gonna love, love, love this one. So Dischidia ovata is number 3 on my list of favorites for the month of August. Okay, so like I said, the next one on my list is probably one of the, like, if I asked you to name a super common plant, like, this is probably one that a lot of you would choose. I've had this for years. I got this at Trader Joe's for $10, and it's just always been really big and really beautiful, and recently it's put out 3 new of these, like, stalks, because this is a ZZ plant, by the way, and just regular green ZZ that my cat made a snack out of over here, so totally fine. I had this near the kitchen sink, but it's getting too tall to fit under the cabinet, so I had to move it. And I just really love it. I can't even get the whole thing in frame because it's so big, and these will probably start to, like, droop a little as they get heavier, just like these ones have, but I just absolutely love this plant. It's so simple, it's so structural, like I just love the shape of it, that I feel like this is such a great, just like regular house plant. Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody with my ZZ plant, it just looks really nice in my bedroom. So I really enjoy it. It fills the space well. It is not a super bright light loving plant, doesn't need a ton of bright light, so it's a great plant to just like chill in my bedroom. It gets plenty of ambient light throughout the day, and is in this teeny tiny little pot still from Trader Joe's. So it's probably time to up-pot it. It's in like the worst soil ever. I am really bad at repotting my plants from the nursery, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them, I have some Hoya from Home Depot that have been in the same pot for like 4 years. It's bad, but they're fine. So yeah, ZZ is number 4 on my list today because I've definitely been staring at her. I've been staring at her quite a bit because she's beautiful and big, and I just really love it. And I think I've gotten rid of pretty much all of my other ZZs. I don't think we have any other ZZ anymore. But this one, the rest went to better homes. So, but this one I couldn't get rid of. It was this big when I bought it, like all of these larger ones. And I think that in Connecticut, it just wasn't really loving life. It gave me like some smaller ones, but for whatever reason, it's loving life in New Hampshire. So that's why I put her at number 4 on my list today, because like I said, I think it's really important to show you guys the common stuff too, and that there is beauty in every plant, regardless of how much it costs or how readily available it is. So don't sleep on the common, babes. If you like it, it doesn't matter what anybody else says about it. So ZZ plant is number 4 on my list today. Now I have more Anthurium to show you. Okay, so I have 2 because I couldn't decide between them. One is one that I've been growing out since it was just an itty bitty little baby, and I'm obsessed with it. And the other one is new. It's new to my collection, very, very new, probably the newest Anthurium to my collection that you guys recently saw me unbox. But again, I'd be a big old fat liar if I didn't put it on the list, because this has very, very quickly become one of my favorite plants. It is just absolutely stunning and super duper unique, and it is my Anthurium Forgetii X Luxurians. I'll show you the tag. Anthurium Forgetii X Luxurians. So the Luxurians I've shown you guys is the one with all the texture on the leaves, and then obviously the Forgetii is the only why do I always do that? The only Anthurium that has a fused sinus. So this one got the really nice dark deep green from the Forgetii and the very subtle pillowy texture of the Luxurians. And I looked this hybrid up. I tried to find a specimen similar to this one, and I couldn't. So I had to buy it because it is just so unique and so beautiful. And sure, there's other ones out there that exist that are similar, the same cross, but every single plant comes out different. And I think I got the best one. So this one is just, chef's kiss. It's gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch it grow. I will for sure up pot her in the next few months in an effort to upsize her before winter comes. So Anthurium Forgetii X Luxurians is number 5 on my list today, but 5.5, or number 6 honorable mention, is this absolutely stunning Pure Anthurium BVEP. So I do know the lineage on this one to a degree. It's not like a super well-known breeder that it came from, but I genuinely don't care because it's a BVEP and it's beautiful. And the texture on the leaves is just, the lighting in here does not do it justice whatsoever. Let me see if I could just turn this for a second so you can see the velvetyness on it a little bit better. The leaves will continue to get darker as they get bigger and more mature, but I've grown her since she was just these itty bitty leaves down here. And every new leaf that comes out is just more and more beautiful than the last one. This is the most recent one out that just finished hardening off. I will upsize her, up pot her very, very soon. I was just waiting for this one to harden off so that, like I said, again, hopefully she will upsize a lot faster once I up pot her. So I had to put my Anthurium BVEP on the list. I was also very tempted to put this guy on the list, so I might as well show you her too. Same thing again. I just ignore my bugs. I put mites out. Look at how much bigger this leaf came out from the last one before it. It's more than double its size because I up potted it. So if you take anything away from this video today, it's that you should up pot your Anthurium if you want the leaves to get bigger. So this was the last leaf, then I up potted it and it gave me this one. And I have 2. There were 2 in one pot. I separated them and I potted them up separately and they both did the same thing. I have another one over there with an equally large new leaf, but this one's just like literally perfect. And this is my Dock Block Michelle, in case I didn't tell you. The tag is right here. Here's Dock Block Michelle. And I'm obsessed with her. You just can't really beat the Michelle. She hangs on to her pink veining really, really nicely. And I love how dark green her leaves are. They definitely like fade as they get a little bit older. But look at how small this leaf was compared to this one. I'm telling you, it's time to go up pot your Anthurium. So, and look, the roots are already taking hold in here and it has not been that long. So I'm gonna put her back so that I don't spill my mites everywhere. And to be honest with you, I could probably sit here all day and show you all of the new gorgeous, stunning emergent leaves coming out on my Anthurium. If you're interested in seeing those, definitely make sure you're following me over on Instagram. I've been posting a lot of pictures, just like regular old school pictures of my Anthurium leaves and the new leaves that are coming out because they're so good. They're so good. So that is my list for August. I would love to know in the comments below what your favorites are for the month of August. Have you gotten anything new? Do you have something that has just particularly taken off this season and you fell in love with it? Because that certainly happens. That's really it. I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are out there in the world. If you enjoyed this video, you should certainly give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. I've been a little sporadic. I appreciate you guys for being patient with me. Things have just been I've just been really tired, I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're working on it. We're trying to figure out, and when I say we, I mean me and all the voices in my head. we're trying to figure out a routine and a schedule that's gonna work well for us. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. If you watched this whole entire video, leave me some cute little flower emojis in honor of my chicken farm in bloom. And I just hope you're having a great day out there. Don't forget to be kind to people. You never know what they're going through. Stay hydrated, fam, because like I've been slacking with my hydration, and my head is mad at me for it. I've been getting like headaches from the weather and the lack of hydration. So definitely stay hydrated. I'm gonna stop talking. I love you, and I hope I see you in the next one.